totally get how you feel. Learning English can be a real grind sometimes, but trust me, I found an amazing solution that's going to change the game for you. If any of these seems unfamiliar to you, stay with us and we'll help you better remember today's phrases with a beautiful 2-minute song. Let's get started.
Aren't you dying to know what he wrote?
Yes. But what if it's just a bunch of far-fetched stories?
Well, you should assume that it is.
My.
Well, think about how good men are at lying on the spot.
Farfetched describes something that is not likely to be true or practical. Example sentences.
It's a little far-fetched. It's a little far-fetched.
Well, that sounds a bit far-fetched. Well, that sounds a bit far-fetched.
It's not as far-fetched as it may sound. It's not as far-fetched as it may sound.
It's a little bit far-fetched, isn't it? It's a little bit far-fetched, isn't it?
Far-fetched fairy tale. Far-fetched fairy tale.
Next.
No, I'm just gonna go in and rip it up and throw it in the trash.
Why don't we just rip it up
No.
now?
That's okay. I don't wanna, litter.
Rip it up means to tear something, like paper, into pieces. Example sentences.
Rip it up! Rip it up! I'll rip it up! I'll rip it up! Gonna rip it up! Gonna rip it up!
Tonight, you and I, we're gonna rip it up. Tonight, you and I, we're gonna rip it up.
Rip it up and never write again. Rip it up and never write again.
Next.
But we have to talk.
Yes. Who do you know right there now?
It's all over now. They'll be talking shop for the rest of the night.
Talk shop is when people discuss work-related things, often when they are not at work. Example sentences.
Let's talk shop. Let's talk shop.
We don't have to talk shop at breakfast. We don't have to talk shop at breakfast.
I don't like to talk shop over coffee. I don't like to talk shop over coffee.
We got a chance to talk shop in the car. We got a chance to talk shop in the car. We here to socialize, not talk shop. We here to socialize, not talk shop.
Next.
I so much want to like you, but you just won't let me.
Edie.
Susan, I try. I try to look past your flaws.
Look past means to ignore or overlook something, usually a fault or problem. Example sentences.
I love you so much I can look past all your glaring flaws. I love you so much I can look past all your glaring flaws.
Try to look past it and not ruin our evening. Try to look past it and not ruin our evening.
I'm willing to look past this on one condition. I'm willing to look past this on one condition.
I'm willing to look past this if you keep your word. I'm willing to look past this if you keep your word.
I want to think I can look past everything, but I can't. I want to think I can look past everything, but I can't.
Next.
Your klutziness, that faux vulnerability, your hair. But you look for ways to push my buttons.
Push my buttons means to do or say something that makes someone angry or annoyed. Example sentences.
Push my buttons. Push my buttons.
Push my buttons again. Push my buttons again.
He just likes to push my buttons. He just likes to push my buttons.
He loves to push my buttons. He loves to push my buttons.
Because stupid people know they can't push my buttons and piss me off. Because stupid people know they can't push my buttons and piss me off.
Now, let's do a quick recap. Try to figure out the expressions we learned today and see if you can understand how they're used in the context of the lyrics.
Let me rip it up like let me rip it up like this. Let me rip it up like. I met a kid on the street. He said, you wanna know what's gonna happen to you? And I said yes. He said, it's all fucked up and it's all far-fetched. And I said,